Okay, so in this video, we'll be covering Pinterest and how to grow your account from scratch. So right now we have a brand new Pinterest account. Let's see. That's in like the pickleball space. And so far we have 73 impressions and the account started, what was this? The 23rd of February. Um, and we basically just had one, two, three, four. I think we had four pins just, for the longest. But now we're starting to ramp up, and we have like five scheduled posts per day, and these are all focused on one board. In the
So the more you pay, the more impressions you get.
Yeah, so and now y'all really about to see it like blast off. I mean, you can already see here. When was this? The ninth. This is when the ninth was when all of these pins, um, other than these top three, the rest of these were all pinned on the ninth, and you can see immediately we saw like a big bounce in impressions. But as you consistently pin and time happens, you're going to see like exponential growth on your Pinterest, but you just need to be a little bit strategic about what you're doing. So, step one is basically figuring out things such as like which boards you're going to be creating. So, James, you do like wigs, right? So, you can go to the search bar and type in a root keyword such as wigs. Then you would basically create a board for each of these topics. So, wigs for black women, wig hairstyles, wig with bangs. You have a board for each one of these. Then what you will start doing is pinning other people's content to those boards, then mixing in some of your content. Um, Back when I was most active on Pinterest, and this was years ago, they would say you probably will want to have about 80% other people's content and 20% yours. And I was just watching a video. Somehow it landed in my feed on YouTube, and the lady said she was stuck at about 400,000 views per month on her Pinterest. And the thing that helped her get to a million was in her free time, she would just pin other people's content to her boards. So, since we have our
So
foundations
how
here,
do you
go ahead.
how do you find the other people's content though to pin?
So, it's right here in our feed. So, we only have one board, which is pickleball shoes. So that's what we're about to do. I'm about to like actively just go through and find other people's content to start saving to the pickleball shoes board. So I'm gonna hit save. And by this content being in our feed, it's kind of a signal that the content is popular. So what you want to do is pin other popular content to your board, not just like any content.
Okay.
Oh, where we at? Now, if I don't see enough content related to what I'm looking for, I'll just go ahead and search for it. So, pickleball shoes. So, basically, whatever we see here related to pickleball shoes, we'll go ahead and pin over to our boards.
Now, quick question: how do you tell like which ones are like worth pinning?
I mean,
Is there a certain thing that you're looking for, or
it's really your preference. I'm me personally. I'm going to look for at least a decent pin. So just look for whatever catches your eyes. The ones that feature like just a pair of shoes, these are not considered good pins because it's just a product
okay,
photo. A good pin is probably going to be like the longer layout, like this tall format, and it's probably going to mention the keyword or whatever we search for. So like this one says best pickleball shoes for women. This is probably something that we would want to save.
okay,
Best pickleball. So that, and you could come in here like I don't know, spend like 10, 15 minutes a day, I guess, and just find some shit. because basically your job on Pinterest is to curate content. So you want to find the best content about your subject and put it on your boards. So on top of
Now,
that,
how does all of that get you paid?
so
Or
as
do
you
they like people click like if you put a pin and it links to like your website or something like that? Somebody buys something from you or like what?
yeah, so as you get views on your Pinterest, that's going to translate to traffic. So remember, I said 80% of the pins will be like your pins or other people's pins, and 20% yours. Your pins will basically be pins linking probably to your website. So maybe you've created a blog post on, how to take care of your wig. Then in that blog post, you probably have a link that goes out to one of your products that you offer. So like in these examples, these people create blogs. It's the same as you would do. This is just pickleball shit. And when I click on the pin, I have the option to go to their site. So typically, if it's a post that's saying like best pickleball shoes for men and women, it's probably going to be linking out to like an Amazon page. So they're creating this blog stuff, right? And when I click on more details, this should take me to Amazon. Now, if I check out, Amazon will give me a commission. So that's another way you
Okay.
monetize. You send traffic to affiliate websites if you don't have a way to monetize, your own traffic.
Okay. That makes sense.
But first, before we start making money, this is like the basic, just curating content. Then as you're doing this consistently, so what I'm gonna do is pickleball. So basically, my root keyword is pickleball. So from here, we're just gonna put pickleball and see what's like at the top, I guess 10 or whatever. So we have outfits for women, outfit, court paddles, party logo, cake, quotes, party ideas. So we're gonna go like pickleball outfits for women. Now we don't already have a board for this, but let's see how we're gonna do this. So we're gonna create a board. Pickleball out. So we're going to name our board the exact keyword. Okay, so then we're just going to go through and find pins for pickleball outfits for women. And what this is going to do is help start getting traffic to our boards. Then when we start writing up content about pickleball outfits for women, we will create pins on for our website and start mixing in some of our pins so we get some of the traffic and send it to Amazon and make some money.
Now, when you create like your post for or your pins, that's like your content. Do you use Canva and all of that stuff to do yours or?
Yeah, so we create the pins inside of Canva. Um, then for like the written blog content, let me see. We'll use like Chat GPT or something. So here's one of our blogs. Oh wait. So the content is typically going to be, written with ChatGPT, and we include at least one photo. Then what we can do with this photo is like pin it directly over to Pinterest, and so now this picture is linked. Let me show you.
Oh, it's linked over to Pinterest.
Yeah, so we created this pin, this three best pickleball shoes for women, and if we click on here, it'll take us to that site. So that's another thing. Typically, whatever photo that you're featuring in the pin, you probably want to have that same photo like at the top of your blog post or website, however you say it.
Okay, got you.
So where were we at? Pickleball for women. So we'll
Now,
probably
what kind of prompts do you throw at ChatGPT for it to spit out like what you need for your blog? Does it depend on what you're penning, or
I have a prompt, or what you can do is ask ChatGPT to give you a prompt. Then you can also have it give you like pin ideas as well. So you can say, "Hey, can you give me a prompt for creating a blog post on my website that's likely to rank on the first page of Google?" Something like that. So it should give us like a prompt where we can kind of like fill in the blanks with like our keyword. We don't know what this thing doing. I gave it bad instructions. Give me a prompt to give to you to create SEO content that's likely to rank on the first page of Google. Make sure you follow all current SEO best practices. Okay, now let's see. And basically, what you would just do is just copy this and paste it into chat. And here where it says primary keyword, you would just swap out the keyword. So let's see. Copy, paste, and primary keyword will say how to wash my wig. So it's giving you your title, your meta description, and basically you just copy and paste this over to whatever platform you're using, Squarespace, Shopify, Wix, whatever. It's also giving you how your URL should be structured. And this is one thing I always say with SEO, you always want your keyword at least in your URL. Intro, then kind of goes into the blog post. So then you would just copy and paste this on your blog. Then where we at? Then I would create at least 5 pins per blog post just to start. Then if you see like that topic is getting some traction, then I would just start creating more. So basically, what I want to do, this is a brand new Pinterest account. I at least want to have 10 boards on the topic, and at least probably like 10 pins on each board.
And you have like what? How many right now?
Uh, I mean, we have one. Well, we have two boards now.
Oh,
So I'm gonna create probably like 8 more. Oh shit. Okay, so this is good. Pickleball. Let's go pickleball outfit. Oh shoot. So I think I got a lot of these. So we're gonna scroll down. Let's see. Now you can like if it's still relevant. So even though I already pinned those pickleball outfit pins, um, I still can technically pin them again on a new board because they are relevant. So we're at pickleball outfit. See, it keeps saving to the wrong board. Let me see. Outfit. Outfit. Nope. So if you're doing this on mobile or desktop, just make sure they're going to the right board. Let's do one more. So another thing you can do, like you really can like dive real deep into this. So we're just doing like the core keywords, but we literally could just put pickleball outfit. Then it's going to give us like more board ideas. So outfits for women over 50, for women modest, cold, leggings, etc. So for today's purposes, we'll just do the core keywords, but I probably have like a VA come back and just create boards for everything. Oh, one more. So if you notice these bubbles at the top, these are also going to be the more popular topics without you seeing it here. So the next popular topic, which we already got, is pickleball outfits for women, then women leggings, men indoor, etc. So you can just go down this list as well and create boards. Now another thing about the boards that you create, if it seems like it's probably not going to be any money behind those keywords or boards, I probably would not mess with them. Such as court, I don't really see how. So it depends. If it's things such as like tips for building a pickleball court, that could be monetized. How much is so? I guess it really depends on the intent behind this keyword. So we're just gonna go for it anyway because we do have like some business related. These seem like business related searches. Let's see. Pickleball court. Where's my Zoom? If you're watching on Zoom, do y'all have any questions about anything so far? Sheena, iPhone. Any questions?
No, not for that.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so based on the pins, I'm assuming that the search intent could be for people that are probably trying to build a pickleball court. So I would probably monetize this a little bit different. I wouldn't, try to send someone to Amazon. For this, you probably would want to. This is a little bit more like technical, but you probably would want to collect leads for this and probably find like somebody that builds pickleball courts and you can just like sell them the leads or partner with them or something. Let's see. Okay, now we have pickleball court design, aesthetics, colors, dimensions, ideas. So now we would go in depth and create all of the boards relevant to pickleball court. Pickleball paddle. Pickleball paddle designs, drawing, painted, aesthetic, art. Pickleball party. And basically, what I'll do is daily updates for this in the live. I'll just quickly go over the analytics and whatnot so we can keep track of how long this takes and how much traffic we're getting. See, these are good, these type of pins, because let's take a look at this. It's like a lot of different stuff you can sell. Like she linked this directly to a product page. Like it's not even a blog. It's just selling products. Let's see how much traffic they're getting. We can't see their Pinterest traffic, but we can see their search traffic. Okay, so this is a pretty decent size site. So if they're doing like 49K, and this is probably like it probably double this just from search, they're probably doing like another 100K. Let's take a look at their Pinterest. Yeah. So we can't see the traffic to their site, but we can see the monthly views. They're almost doing 2 million views on Pinterest, and it seems like you get about 2%. I believe that's the number. 2% of that traffic, which I believe maybe like 34,000. Let's see. What is 2% of 1.7 million? Dang, fam, was taking so long. Okay, 34,000. So they could potentially be getting an additional 30 plus thousand visitors just from Pinterest. Probably a lot more, but
How many of the 34,000 would convert into like buying customers?
so if it's real humans, it would convert typically about the same as anything else. So in your site has a conversion rate. So for an industry like this, and the products are fairly cheap, they probably have like a 3% conversion rate, which means out of that 30,000, I think they would be seeing like 300 plus orders from that a month.
Mm, 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 mm.
Let's see. Yeah, they're probably between 3 and 5%. Like this stuff is already cheap. Product page is pretty laid out for the price. Like it's what is this? $8. Um, nice design. Let's see. Yeah, with all these products, this is probably like a definitely a seven figure per month business. What were we looking at? So here's another thing. This is how we also we find our pin ideas. Basically based on we start our journey over on Google. We're trying to see what people are searching for on Google. So we have tools we can use to track like keywords and whatnot. So, for example, some of their highest volume keywords are like graduation party decoration. And you may see Pinterest in the top results, which it is one, two, three, four, five. So this is why it's also important to make sure your boards and your pins are labeled properly. Like you're actually putting some effort into the search term, search intent, because your boards could potentially show in Google. Meaning, if I'm Googling the party decorations, this Pinterest is what is this number 5 in the search results? You're going to get first traffic from Google, but you're also going to get that traffic from Pinterest. Then that traffic goes to your boards, then it goes to your pins, then it goes to your website, and make some money. So whoever owns this, well, I guess it's this person owns this board is getting all of this free search traffic from Google. But this looks like a dead account. And sometimes it's like that. It's literally just like some random kid created a Pinterest and just somehow ranked on Google. But they don't have the mind to like try to monetize this. I don't even probably know that's a thing. Okay, let's see. So eventually, as I keep interacting with like pickleball content, you can see my feed is going to start becoming like really pickleball related. That way I can just scroll and I have time and just grab stuff and not have to necessarily like search for it. Then now up here it's also curating like this for you. So I could just go to this stuff when I get here. Let's see. Oh, so this is cool. So with this, I don't have to go through that process of clicking twice where I click on save, then find a board. I could just pin it and it's automatically going to pin to this board. Okay, so that's fine. Quotes. So we can go to this tool. Keyword. So essentially to capitalize on this, we're probably going to create a page on our website that for pickleball courts. I mean pickleball quotes. Then we'll drive the traffic. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? So I'll start by creating the board. Then we'll create a page on our website called Pickleball Quotes, and I guess get some quotes from ChatGPT. Quotes. So where are we at? Pose. This pickleball quotes 2025. Okay, so I'm gonna title the page "Best Pickleball Quotes 2025." The title of your page is supposed to entice people to click, but in our URL, I only want our keyword, which is pickleball quotes. So I'm gonna remove everything else. So our keyword will be structured this way. Then I need you to help me create an SEO optimized blog post. Can you help me out? The topic is pickleball quotes. Also include, let's say, 30 pickleball quotes. Let's see, we probably should do better research. So, yeah. So this is what I was thinking. Like people were probably looking for different types of pickleball quotes. So if they are, we would have like a section for like funny, then a section for corny, then a section for what else do we see? It says quotes. So everything here at the bottom is gonna be in our blog post. So let's try this. Rewrite, but use these as subheadings. Okay, so what we're doing is grabbing other relevant information on Google. Google's giving us this information. So our keyword is pickleball quotes. So we search for people, also search for, and it's telling us the most popular topics that are related to the keyword pickleball quotes. So we want to include these searches as like headings or headlines in our actual blog post. Then we probably want to see what's in this people also ask section. What do you say before you search? So I probably would not include this stuff. So let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so you can see how it's giving us headings: pickleball quote short, funny, for Instagram, inspiration. Let me see how many words this is. Now, here's another thing. This is also why it's important to kind of assess what's already on Google before you start creating blog content. Because the number one spot in Google, they have 60 quotes. And remember, we asked for 30. So we need to try to beat them on everything that they're doing. So we need more quotes. And we also need more text than they have. Right now we're sitting at 678 words. Let's see. Okay, so they don't have a lot. Damn it. Copy. Okay, so they have 982 words. We're probably going to look to double that. Remake, but with 120 quotes. So while that's cooking, so we can create a pin. Then we'll go blank. Then we can search like quotes. Let's see. A list. For real? We may have to design our own pin. This is too much work. Okay, so we'll just try to do this from scratch. Let's see. But we'll keep it simple. 120 best pickleball quotes. Then we're going to change this text to white. Then put an outline. Then, okay, that's it. We're just going to keep this real simple. Then download. Okay, let's see if our content is ready. Let's see, where does this stop? Okay, right here. Okay, so first we're gonna count the words. So we beat them on words, but barely. So we probably need to add some more quotes. But for now, we'll paste this. Then let's go like here. Add media. Upload. Select. Then I like to make sure that my keyword is in the photo. So our keyword is pickle ball quotes, like in the file of the photo. Remember, like all of this stuff, this is kind of like OD, but we have to categorize like what we're doing on the internet for people to find it. So you see here in our title, it has pickleball quotes. Then in the alt text, we're gonna put pickleball quotes. This way, if someone goes to Google Images, and we're gonna insert this. If someone goes to Google Images and searches for pickleball quotes, and go to images, and our image is titled pickleball quote because it's in the file name and it's on our blog post, we should show up somewhere here. So don't discount. There's a lot of traffic that goes to images as well. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, it's probably could be bigger, but okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna copy this. Actually, we need to edit this a little bit. So this needs to be a H1 because that's important. All the other headings are going to be H2. These are secondary headings. So that's what H2 is. So second importance. And we do this because these are signals to, damn it, Bobby. These are signals to Google about what your content is about. Paragraph. Then these are not as important, but we're gonna make these like third headings. We didn't even dink it, win it. My serve is a mystery novel. You smash dink paddle. I don't know what this stuff talking about. Okay, so publish. Then we already grabbed the URL. So now what we can do is, let's see. So what we're gonna do is create a pin. And all we need to do is paste our URL. And it's gonna pull that picture, that pin that we already made. So boom. Add pin. Then just title it what it is. 120 best pickle ball quotes. Then we're going to save it to the pickleball quotes board. You can do a description if you want, then add alt text if you want. Let's say pickleball quotes. But that stuff's optional as far as I'm concerned. Publish. It looks like our format may be a little off as well. Look like we got a error, but let's see. Okay, so this is our pickleball quotes board. and we have one of our own pins, then someone else's. So I'm gonna add like 10 more. Then, any questions about any of this so far? Where we at? Where we at? Where is WordPress? Um, Technically, so WordPress, the site I just showed you is a WordPress.org site. Your only cost would be hosting, but it's free. But you need to pay for hosting, which is probably going to be like $5 per month or something. But you also have um, Word WordPress.com. These are already hosted, and this is free. But if you go with the free option, you're gonna have .wordpress in your domain name. So if it's like, it'll be Shawnee.wordpress.com, but they will allow you to use a free hosted website. You can pay to do a custom domain as well. But I think I prefer WordPress.org, which is this, over .com. But this is easier to use and set up, the .com. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, let's see where we at. Okay. It's crazy. Like, there's really a lot of demand for pickleball quotes. I don't know why. But anyway, we're not gonna judge. We're just gonna work. Let's see. So like the next time our analytics come in, like we should have like a big spike in impressions because we've done a lot of work. I think we did like 5 new boards. Then when it's all said and done, we'll probably have like 50 new pins. And the objective is to do this every day. Like you have to be consistent on Pinterest. Well, really all of these platforms. Now I would like, now not for eternity, um, but I like when you're just getting started. I like to kind of like, push the agenda. So I would say like every day for like 60 days. And that's literally just like 10 minutes out of your day. Like create like 10 boards and just start pinning things that are relevant to like your business. I already showed you how to do the research. Um, then from there, you want to start creating blog posts on your website or pages on your website, and then creating pins for those blog posts and pages, and taking some of this traffic from Pinterest over to your site. If you're watching on YouTube, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. Is this making sense to everybody so far? Do we know what we need to do? I need to do one more. Okay, so let's go funny. So funny was in the suggestions. So we're gonna create another board. Funny pickleball. And remember, we included, we had a subheading on, so all of these are going to be boards as well. And then this is really going to drive the traffic crazy, but definitely in 30 days, we should have a number one position in Google for this page. Because what we're going to do is we're probably going to have like 10 pins for each subheading. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would have 80 pins pointing to this one blog post. So that's going to drive a ton of traffic to this page. And we have one more thing to do. We need to index this. I know this is probably a lot, but if y'all join the lives every morning, we go live like on YouTube about 7:30 a.m. Central, and just ask questions and probably do some of your own side research. This stuff will begin to make sense. So we created a blog post, but now we need to go tell Google, hey, go find that blog post. So I'm going to paste that URL. And this is called indexing. So URL is not on Google. We're going to request indexing. So we're requesting that, hey, Google, go look for our blog post. Then once it finds it, and this process probably takes like a day or less. Once it finds it, then it's going to place our blog post somewhere in Google, typically somewhere in between position 1 and position 100. Okay, so that's done. Let's actually check on our stats. And you can see here, this is a brand new site. It's probably like a month old. We currently have 111 pages indexed, so 111 blog posts created. You can see, slowly growing. Then, let's see. I don't know what happened, but when we first started this site, it was like a big jump in impressions and clicks. But, this is what we've gotten so far. So 32 clicks from Google, 2,000 impressions, which is not bad. It's a brand new site. But as we add blog posts and, do Pinterest stuff, we're going to get more traffic to our site from Pinterest. And traffic is a signal to Google on where they probably should place you inside of Google. So if you have a site that has no traffic, like a new site that has zero traffic, and you have a new site that's getting traffic, the site that's getting traffic is going to get better rankings, because traffic is a trust signal with Google, meaning if Google can trust you, they can place you higher in Google so they can start sending you traffic as well. Okay, let's see. Funny. But yeah, the whole purpose of this is Pinterest is another traffic source that's overlooked, and it's not necessarily a lot of competition. So it's like if you're struggling on Instagram because it's just too overwhelming for you, or Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, there are platforms such as Pinterest that you can use. You just have to, I guess, know what you're doing. So this is what this video is about, showing you how to do this. Search. Can you research Pinterest user data? Let's see if Pinterest is in a top 10. So yeah, Pinterest is in the top 8 of like daily active users. So definitely a good traffic source. And like I said, I think the competition on Pinterest is easier than probably any platform. It's very easy to get traffic from Pinterest. Um, rank by average. So this is what I was trying to get to. Um, Now, when we're talking money, the users on Pinterest typically have higher incomes. Pinterest used to be ranked number one um, because this number was about 100,000. It said the average user on Pinterest had a six-figure income. Um, but out of all of the platforms, this is kind of LinkedIn. So Pinterest, like for social platforms, is going to be like ranked at the top. So that's one thing to consider as well. People over there have money to spend. So if these other platforms are not working for you, maybe you want to probably switch it up. Then creating the boards is, as simple as just, we literally could just use the same, whatever this is called. We'll just change the color. Let's go with like yellow. Tab. So we're gonna just add this pin, and we'll be done. If you're new here and you're watching on YouTube, please like the video. Also subscribe. So you don't recommend doing this in client but WordPress? No, I don't. I don't like our blog section on our software at all. I think like ease of use, ease of integration, that type stuff. WordPress hands down. And even like we have a store platform, but if you're starting an e-commerce brand, I'm gonna say go Shopify. Like actually, we're about to launch a store, but it'll be built on Shopify, not on our platform. Because I like Shopify's analytics and ease of use. But for building funnels and that stuff, I'm gonna say our software. Okay, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? So now we have a fancy video pin. Then we're gonna add our link. 120 best pickle. But if y'all want a full masterclass on this Pinterest stuff, let me know. Then choose board, pickleball quotes. Then we should be good to go. Publish. Then view. I don't know why it's not showing. Maybe it's still loading, but